Hey cupcakes, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Like, share, and subscribe. Today is April 16, 2025, and it's Wednesday, 11:55 a.m. So definitely some type of change. Okay. I'm hearing double for your trouble. Okay, I don't know if somebody's having a tower at this particular moment in their home life. This could be a Cancer. This could be a Libra, a Aries, a Virgo, a Gemini, um, a Sagittarius, I'm about to say an apricot, an Aquarius. Okay, so put it where it fit. Okay, all right now. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's see what y'all working with these cards with the Sacred Soul Portal. I feel like a lot of y'all guys are doing like soul retrieval, Akashic records and stuff like that, and you guys are like being blown away by what you are finding out, and finding out who you are and where you come from. You know, so that's some good shit. I feel like everybody should. I feel like they should incorporate this in the school, and I keep saying this. They should incorporate astrology and all this good shit. You know it's so interesting because when back in the day when I failed science, y'all. I failed fucking science because I would not cut up the frog. After they said I had to cut up that damn frog, I never went back. my guidance counselor was like, Helena. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And it's so crazy. The irony is when I started doing catering, because I started doing catering from I was like 16. I was like a server, and they used to have me on the caviar station with the vodka and the salmon. And when I tell you, I used to be fucking up them frog eggs, bitch. That caviar and that salmon with that vodka all day. When I tell you I was so full before we could even get to the dinner, bitch, I was already done off the appetizers. If you know, you know. So at 16, niggas was, yeah. Oh, the whole staff. And we were all under, like, I feel like maybe there was like one or two 18-year-olds, but most of us was like 16. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, find the exit. You are wrapping up this chapter of your life. It's time to move on gracefully now. I told y'all. Definitely some type of change. Double for your trouble, okay? I'm not gonna take it because I ain't even shuffle it really, but yeah. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How was y'all how's your week been so far? Today is my son has off this whole week. Oh shit, it came out again. So we're gonna take it. So it says find the exit. Something is definitely over. Something particular about green. Maybe your heart chakra. Maybe you guys have been utilizing technology a little bit more. Yeah, with the evolving technology and the downloads. Maybe you guys have been researching a little more, studying a little bit more, tapping into the whole AI, business. But yeah. Whoa. It's so interesting because I looked at my shredder, right? I just looked down on the floor, and my shredder's like right there next to my desk. And I seen something like an eye or a lens or something. So somebody could be watching y'all secretly. Maybe some type of device, y'all. Because yesterday I was getting... Where's that paper? Somebody could be... it's my son. I took him to do a little Easter egg hunt up here at the all-boys school. And he had gotten a golden egg and he gave it to me. Out of all the eggs he got. So one of the eggs is on the floor and it's a pink one and it's open, but it looks like a lens through the, me looking at it through the shredder, like the little front part, the opening. Scary. That should look a little, I thought something was looking at me. So you guys could be seeing something, okay? Let me see. I have wrote some stuff down, man. I be having so much papers, y'all. Let me see. What I want to talk about today. Okay. Something about a footprint. So this could be a newborn. Some of y'all could be having, this could even be somebody getting a tube style for me to say closing out a chapter. Something about your home life, a tower. Somebody could be going into labor, child. Somebody could be going into labor. Somebody could have walked right through their front door and their water broke. Okay, so yeah, something about fire alarm, maybe 2:30 in the morning, an alarm could have went off or will be going off, and this would be a confirmation reading for you, or possibly 209. Something about a red eagle. So, and we hear eagle, we talk about heights and depths and levels, right? Being able to see something from a different perspective. Okay, so red eye, so something, maybe California, y'all could be on an overnight flight or something like that. Maybe you go into labor, bitch, on the flight, they gotta turn the whole bitch back around. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. What else? Something about a buffalo. Something about a blacksmith. Somebody's name could be Robert or Jordan. Something about an 1199 union. Maybe you guys are talking to reps. Maybe you guys are looking into some type of insurance, or maybe there was a bill that needed to be paid, and you know, you could be talking to your union rep, or maybe there was some type of injustice at work. Somebody's name could be Teresa Frank. Something about an anchor. Okay, there could have been a fire at work, or something must have got ruined in a fire, and you know, maybe you're asking your union rep if they can help you find a place, or I don't know how that works, but you know, usually when certain disasters and stuff happen, you know, your job has certain things in place to be able to help, you know, people of the sort. Something about indecent exposure, so somebody could have leaked somebody's photos, some type of revenge porn type energy. There could be some type of panic, or you know, some type of mass panic due to some type of alarm. I'm seeing them people, you know what, I'm seeing a whole bunch of people like in the street. I don't know if this is like a protest or just people out and about chilling, and then I just see people running. Something about this running energy. Maybe you're in a runner chaser dynamic. Maybe you're on your twin flame journey, and this is you're in that cycle with the runner chaser energy. But I'm seeing people in a mass crowd, and then I just see people running, but it's like a blaring alarm or something. So I don't know what that is. Okay, something about two rivers. Okay. Something about a white rabbit as well. So I don't know if this is somebody going down a rabbit hole, messages, or maybe you guys are timeline jumping, maybe you guys astral project, maybe you've been getting messages from the different realms and shit like that. Something about a blue murder. And when I hear that, I'm thinking like, you know how they have Black Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter. So I don't know if this is a police officer who is going to get hurt, God forbid. But I saw blue murder. Something about a wild ox. Okay. Something about a clear sky. So this could be something with somebody's eyes, because you know, clear sky, don't they have like the contact lenses and stuff? So maybe you guys could be getting lenses, or you know, new contact. I want to get some contacts, bitch. I love me a good contact. Okay. I don't know what color I'm going to get, but I definitely would love to get me some contacts, because especially with my eyes too, I need them. Okay, and them glasses be getting on my damn nerves, y'all. They do. But anywho, glasses are like clothes for me. Y'all know I don't like a lot of clothes. That's why I don't like leaving my house, because I have to put clothes on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Maybe somebody's just like to be free, and people think that somebody's like depressed or something because they always want to stay in the house, or you know, but no, it's just comfortable. And people be like, why you want to stay home? Bitch, I pay rent for here. Like, why would I not? My bed is here. my TV's here. All the things that I truly, truly love and care for are here. Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I feel like some of y'all are going to start getting back out. Something about yellow or blonde hair. Maybe you guys are changing your hair color for the Easter. Something about a flash. I don't know if this could be that alarm. Maybe you guys are having flashbacks. Maybe you guys could be reminiscing and a lot of nostalgia. You know, maybe you are moving and you're saying goodbye to your old apartment and you're, bless you, and you're separating. You know. Maybe you guys are crying. You know, I'm hearing somebody blow their nose. So this could be like happy memories, or, you know, transitioning from one place to another, or you're going to have a baby, so you need a bigger space. So put it where it fit. Something about Psalm 79, Psalm 70, Psalm 54. Okay, you guys could be reading that. Something about you guys are just doing. The numbers 375, 934 could be significant. 1199, 230, 209. I already told you guys that. Something about patterns. Something about twin girls. Oh, maybe you guys are having twin girls. Maybe some of y'all live in Buffalo. Maybe y'all live in a blue state where Democrats, you know, rule. Okay. Let me see what else. Something about April 12th. Something about 157. 757. So some of y'all could definitely be traveling. Somebody could be born in 1964. This could be a couple, Teresa and Frank. Okay. Maybe that's what you guys are naming your daughters. Jordan and Anchor. That's kind of dope. Okay, Jordan, Anchor, Blue. Maybe y'all naming your baby Blue. Buffalo, you know. All right. Something about what have you forgotten about? Okay, so we're starting off with this deck. I mean this card, okay? Let's get one of the animal oracles. I'm seeing the eagle, of course, in here. I'm seeing the panther. A seal. I'm seeing a seal. So you guys could be using seals and talismans and stuff. Solomon seal, to be exact. Something about a jinn. I know there ain't no jinn cards in here, but something about a jinn. Something about black castor oil. A Virgo could be significant because I'm seeing the Hermit card. I know I'm all over, but y'all know what time it is when y'all come over here. Something about a spray bottle, salt. Y'all could be doing rituals. Something about orange peel. Stamps. Y'all could be mailing stuff out. You know, you could work in mailing. Maybe you got a new job. Maybe you're starting a home mailing service. This could be some of you guys just packing up old stuff and throwing things out, spring cleaning, because you're going to move or transition to a different state at this time. Okay. Maybe some of you guys are going back to your hometown. You're going to be traveling. Maybe whatever you did that past life regression reading or soul retrieval, or, you know, you've been doing rituals to call back in your energy, or this is what you have been doing and you've been feeling more whole, you know? Because I keep seeing the card in here, the flashback card, when the particles, you know, when something like they ripped something and it fell out, but it seemed like things are coming back, you know? Like you're putting the puzzles together, like a rewind or a reset. You know what I'm saying? So let's get some cards out of here. I'm definitely seeing ants in here as well. Oh, is that the eagle? Yes, look at that. Wow. Yeah. The eagle and the ants. Okay, so let's go. So something about a eagle is very significant. Okay, maybe I want to look that up. Maybe that's your spirit animal. Something about 1209 or 1206. So something about December 9th or December 6th. So this is about a Pisces, your dreams, illusions. This could be a Sagittarius. Maybe some of y'all are just doing things more spontaneous. You don't like to plan things. You guys could be traveling or something significant about that season. This could be some of you guys' placements. You know what I'm saying? So maybe some of y'all want to look into that. Okay? All right. Let's go. Also, something about a lion, a Leo. Oh my God, a Leo. Somebody could be having some type of legalities. Okay. Okay, somebody could be going through some type of legalities. Something about forks and tuning forks and breaking down the different hurts and, you know, seeing how it resonate with you. Some of y'all could be tapping into the Orishas. Maybe you could be called and you're looking into that. Okay. Yeah. The eagle is all about connections and freedom. You know, some of y'all could be just setting yourself free. Y'all finally out of some type of karmic contract. You know what I'm saying? Having the strength and the power to overcome, to soar, to be free. Is that a horn? Yeah. It is? Yeah. Was it like a train horn? No, it was a truck. It was a truck? Yeah. Yeah, so I told y'all something about a horn. Huh? All right. Yeah, bobcat, turtle, rabbit. There go the rabbit. Can't make it up. Stag. Yeah, there go that Sagittarius energy. So some of y'all could be going down the look at the buffalo. Going down the rabbit hole. Okay, there go the damn ant. So I'm hitting, baby. We on point. Okay. Something about a snake and a dog playing. So this could be like a Libra because we know Libras rule reptiles. So this could be like a Libra. Y'all could have a Libra. I mean, a Libra. This could be like a snake in Chinese zodiac or a dog. Okay. So maybe y'all been loyal to a snake, or maybe there's a snake who's, you know, somebody is not so nice, but they're nice to you. Okay. All right now. All right. What's the what is the spirit? Okay. Giraffe spirit. Okay. And then look, it says, what is this? Wombat spirit, be at home. I told y'all. Some of y'all just like being in the house. Springtime is here. Y'all might go out and tap in for a little bit, but y'all love to be in y'all house. Something about 29. Giraffe spirit, see the big picture. Yeah, and you are. And that giraffe symbolizes, you know, toys. Toys. Because, you know, every time you see like a nursery or something, they have a giraffe. So this could definitely be you stepping into like motherhood, or you're being called to do this. Yeah. And then see the bigger picture. Look right here. So something about a horseshoe. Okay. Giraffes are very kind. They're very nurturing. They're very intuitive. Okay. Something about patience and wisdom. Very graceful and beautiful. Okay. They're very elegant. So this could be some of y'all just moving out the hood, baby. Groundhog spirit, time to let go. Yeah, on the bottom. So I'm going to take the top, the womb cat, and the groundhog. So some of y'all need to let go, and y'all could be letting go of that home, because remember I said that? You're seeing the bigger picture now. You know you have to move forward. Something about 31. Some of y'all could be 31, 68, or 29. Okay? And y'all could be going through the door. Maybe you guys are opening your heart to a family. Butterfly spirit. Right? Transformation is beautiful. Yeah. White raven spirit, trust in the magic. I never even seen a white raven. That's dope. I've seen a red one. Okay, bat spirit, rebirth, and assurance. And this is giving me hangman. And remember, I told you something about red eagle. And I said somebody could be seeing something from a different perspective. Maybe somebody never saw themselves as a family man or a, you know, same thing with a woman. Somebody never saw themselves settling down or, you know, growing the fucking up and being a big girl, putting on your big girl and your big boy panties and shit. And, you know, I feel like some of y'all getting more comfortable with yourself and just being happy with where you are and understanding like nothing is done before time. Okay, you're at the right place at the right time. Life is not supposed to be something you could just plan out and predict. It's just you're supposed to go with the flow. And every single thing that occurs in your life has some type of remnants to the past or, you know, an old version of you. Okay. And some of y'all not beating yourselves up no more. It's like, okay, I did that. I own it. I'm a better motherfucker now. Or some of y'all could be progress. Some of y'all could be using life experiences to be able to cultivate wealth. Okay, that's some good shit. I love it. Some of y'all could be writing a book. Yeah, reflection. Okay, and some of y'all could have been seeing how y'all were locked out from certain things, answers. Okay, and knowing. But let me just shuffle up a little bit. Some of y'all could have been a little depressed for a second because I'm seeing gray here and I'm seeing the Five of Cups, sorrowful, or maybe y'all were wallowing in some type of hurt or pain and didn't even understand where this was coming from. And that's probably why y'all did that little soul retrieval or past life regression, or, you know, you did an Akashic reading, and it all makes sense. It all makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to y'all. Something about rainbows. Some of y'all gonna have a magical Easter. Oh, and yesterday I was hearing Black Easter, Black Easter. I looked it up. And it was just saying like people wore black. It wasn't so colorful. Because, you know, the crucifixion of Jesus, that's Saturday. So that's why they call it Black Easter. And then, you know, in the African religion, it's one of the most popular holidays in the black culture. So yeah, put it where it fits, child. Y'all already know what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be fasting and minding my business. Fasting and minding my business. And don't y'all notice that usually when April first come in, it's like the first week is Easter. So when did it get all the way to towards the end of the month? Or am I just tripping? Okay. And it's so interesting because quick. I had did a video the other day. I had did the video at 2:11. And then I took a screenshot because y'all know I don't be telling y'all the time. I don't show y'all the time no more because I told y'all I have a screenshot on my iPad that I don't want y'all to see. You know what I'm saying? So I took a screenshot of the video with the time to show you guys what time I actually did the video. When I went back and looked at the video, it said 3:11. Usually you'll have the time in the corner when I actually took the actual picture, and then you'll have the time of the screenshot of the picture. Okay? But on the screen, the time on the screenshot of the picture for me to show you guys what time I did the video, it said an hour later than the actual time in the corner, if that makes sense. So to me, it said I don't know if there was some type of mix up or there's some type of glitch going on, but I feel like there's a lot of fragmented energy, distortion, or they're trying to do that, or the veil. When I tell you it's like a crack in the matrix, or you know, some type of error. There's a lot of errors, a lot of glitching, a lot of unexplained instances where things are just being shattered, okay? Or this is just somebody's way of thinking, their perspective, or some type of illusion, honey, okay? All right now. So I thought that was interesting, and I, you know, took away the time, and it was literally 1 hour. So I'm like, I know they said we put the time back an hour, but what's the odds that this occurred? It was supposed to be 3:11, because it was literally like an hour after I did the video, and I wanted to get it before my baby came home. So it was 3:11 should have been in the corner, and 2:11 should have been on the screenshot. You know what I'm saying? So something is definitely backwards. Maybe somebody was seeing something backwards. Maybe there was some type of illusion to paint a narrative of an individual, person, place, or thing. Maybe somebody told y'all a story, but it was the complete opposite to, you know, have you miss out. Or maybe that's what happened in a reading. Maybe y'all did a reading, or that Akashic reading, and something was backwards. You believed one thing and it was actually something different. Or maybe there was a reader who could have lied to you. Yeah. Okay, well, put it where it fit. Maybe some of y'all not going back to readers. Maybe some of y'all are starting to trust yourself more. You know, maybe after you did that past life, it's like, okay, bitch, I could do this. I is this. Like, who, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's continue. Something about purification, brilliance. Yeah. I don't know what blacksmiths do. Okay, but y'all could be blacksmiths out here. Isn't that like a shoemaker or something? Brilliance keep coming out. I'm just trying to shuffle up a little bit. And then we gonna, and something about eggs. Didn't I tell y'all about a golden egg that my son gave me an egg? So this could be somebody having triplets, twin girls. God forbid any, you know, I'm not putting that in the air. I'm just, you know, maybe some of y'all thought y'all was having twins. And when y'all get there, it's 3 in there. You know what I'm saying? One was hiding. And you're going to have to maneuver. That's probably why you have tears of joy. That's why you're like, oh my God. You know, maybe every time you go back to the doctor, you find out you're having another one. Oh, shit. Okay, maybe some of y'all finding out that you guys were triplets. You guys were twins, you know. One could have passed and you never knew. They just never told you. Yeah. Okay. All right, let me get one for the collective spirit. Oh, that fell. Yeah, freedom. And I said this. Yeah, it's setting yourself free. I told you. So we have it here twice. Freedom was here, and I said something about setting yourself free. Be more open. You could be moving or opening your heart. Okay, something about bruised feelings. Just being a little bit more compassionate with yourself. Okay, you could be seeing white feathers. You could maybe a lot of sacral or solar plexus activation at this time. Okay. So let's do the light seers and see what we get. Yeah. This could even be like a divorce or setting yourself free. You know, putting the past behind you and accepting what was and what wasn't. Yeah. Look at that. Told y'all, didn't I say double tower? After having some type of realization. Sun card is the best card in the deck. It's like the Fool card for me. You know what I'm saying? So some type of, yeah. Overnight success. This could even been you who, some type of fame or status, or you won the lottery or something. Okay? And you just been in the house, grounding yourself, making plans and doing things before you collect your money. And we got this before you collect your money or this type of status upgrade, or you couldn't tell anybody. You know what I'm saying? And you've been packing up and you've been moving and you've been doing this and you've been doing that. You probably ain't even tell your kids if you have kids. Okay? You ain't tell your partner. You ain't tell no one. You ain't tell no one. You just gonna go because they talk too much. They don't know how to keep their fucking mouth. And you wasn't trying to allow anybody to ruin this. Yeah. You listened to your intuition. You kept something close to your chest. You could have told your son. Okay? You could have told your son. Not necessarily. Yeah, I told you. You could be moving across waters, and you could even found out you were pregnant and you ain't telling nobody because you know this is my sperm going to the egg, okay? And you jumping for joy. Some of y'all could have been trying for years. Some of y'all could have even have adopted, and you know that's how it go when you adopt. Then you end up getting pregnant, you know? So yeah. So I see y'all happy. Y'all very much so happy out here. Y'all could have been happy with your new home after being in your feelings a long time, possibly about a third party or being in your head about an individual person. Maybe you're accepting the fact that, you know, it's over. Okay, you're finally free. That cycle is completely closed and you understanding why it had to close. Okay. Yeah, this is coming out again. So some of y'all could be finding out. Y'all know this is my cootie cat card. So yeah, some of y'all could be having a baby or finding out that you're pregnant. Maybe your child is. Yeah. Some of y'all could have been praying for this. Okay. Some of y'all just crazy manifestors. Yo, master manifestors. Okay. Master manifestors. This could be a business taking off. You're getting an opportunity. Maybe you got the loan to, you know what I'm saying? The loan to buy the building and you're moving. Okay, you could have did a double whammy where you bought you a property and you bought you a building. Okay? A office space or something like that. Okay? Good shit. Cash. Bought it out cash. So all you have to do is pay, you know what I'm saying? Your taxes, it's yours. You could do whatever you want. Or maybe you bought a building and you're going to live there and you're going to work there. A 2-for-1, you know? Yeah, look. So it's definitely have to do with some type of work. You could be releasing, you know? Maybe you, what do they call that, child? Where they say you're, something about tasks where you're giving other people more responsibility, you know? This could even be you releasing some type of, like this could be like your 2 weeks, okay? This could have been some rituals or fireworks. Oh my god. So something about July. What's is Mercury still retrograding? What the hell? So something about you could be opening up like a holistic shop. You know what I'm saying? This is the passion and the drive and the determination. Maybe you could have been doing a lot of fire magic. You could be a Leo. You could be a Virgo. You could just be getting more grounded. Maybe you're working on your health. You're doing the holistic route. You know, you could be a healer out here. Past life regression, or, you know, you help people release trauma. Okay? Yeah, what I said. You help. You know what I'm saying? You tapping into your magic, into your power. You could have found out in your past life that just passed that you were a man. And that's, yeah, it came out again. You are a man. Okay. And you could have been a warlock or something, or a wizard. And maybe you in the same sex. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe you into the same sex. And you're understanding now, like, why, you know? Why? Yeah. Some of y'all had to move away. Y'all might not have want to move away from love, or, yeah, hangman releasing something, but you're understanding why you have to release it. And maybe some of you guys were married and now you want to be with women, you know, same sex. So you got to put it where it fit. Okay. But congratulations if you guys are with child, or you're finding out, or This could have even been like fertility work, you know? Maybe you had a child, one child, and you were trying for another. And maybe the person you were with, you just wasn't supposed to create with them. Yeah. And you see now why. They could have been a karmic in the past life who's back now to destroy you. And if you co-create, they're stuck with you. And people be thinking, I know this might sound harsh. People be thinking that, oh, just because you have a baby with somebody, you have to deal with that person on that level. You really don't. You really don't. You could co-parent, or you could just, you know what I'm saying, not deal with a motherfucker. Because a lot of these men now these days, they will try to spite you by not seeing the child. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it ain't nothing off my back. Yeah, the child might feel, you know, away and everything, but you have to pour that love into them, because you can't make somebody do something they don't want to do. And you can't make somebody see the bigger picture of how, just because you're trying to spite me or hurt me, how you're affecting the child. You know what I'm saying? But some of y'all could just be realizing, like, yeah, you have to move away from whoever this is or whatever this was. This could be even you having to move away from a child, you know, letting a child go. And you might not want to, but what are you going to do? They don't want to get in tune or cooperate. There's nothing you can do. You know, so some of y'all could be having trouble with your children. Maybe some of y'all, in the home. Some of y'all, yes.
I need to show you something.
What?
Like, it's a song, and it's like, it's really scary.
What song?
Just listen to it.
What kind of song is that?
It's just from a show. It's not supposed to be like scary. It's just supposed to be like funny.
Okay.
Just listen.
All right. Oh my God. They put that on there?
Yeah.
What show is that?
Kiki Walker.
What is it?
Well, it's actually just called Bunked.
What's the name of the show?
Bunked.
Bunked?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is just a certain episode. All the other episodes are just funny.
Okay. And it's so interesting because I was just telling the collective, like, they could be having trouble with their children, their adult children, and they have to leave them behind because they just don't want to get, you know, on the up and up. And guys, my son just let me hear. I don't know if you guys heard it, but my son just did he let me hear a song from an episode of a show he's watching. And what did it say, Pop?
It said, "What do you do when kids are jerks? What do you do when kids are jerks?"
Oh my God! It said,
Keep listening.
Okay.
Chop it till it hurts.
Oh my God! It hit them?
No, it just like he chopped some meat.
Oh my God! And this is a dad?
No.
There was another kid saying this?
No, it wasn't an adult saying. No, this is just a certain episode.
Okay.
And like.
No, but I'm saying, who was saying it? Was it the dad?
No, there's no dad.
Oh, it was an adult man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a camp or something?
No, it was at a camp, and he's the cook.
Oh.
His name's
Murphy? Oh man. Okay, thank you for the insight. But yeah, so somebody could work with children. Somebody could be tired, fed up. Maybe somebody's gonna retire. Okay, maybe somebody's exiting, you know. Maybe somebody been working somewhere for me to say the whole $11.99. And my son just came in here and said that the cook at the camp was saying, what do you do when the children are jerks?
You chop them till it hurts.
And you chop them until it hurts. So I don't know if somebody is in some type of legalities. There's some type of alarm. There was some type of confusion or conflict. But yeah, somebody could be realizing that somebody's just immature, childish at work, or somebody's just emotionally unavailable to work with children. They don't have the capacity anymore. Maybe they have to move on, or they could be transitioning and moving somebody around. Okay. All right, so somebody's name could be Robert or Jordan. This could be who, you know, is seeing something. Maybe they're complaining. Maybe the kids are doing pranks on whoever this may be. If somebody is working in like a camp setting, or this is what's going to happen. Some of y'all could be teachers, you know, guidance counselors. Okay, maybe some of y'all work in group homes, home care, and these kids are just driving you crazy. And you're about to set yourself free. You've been doing this since you were younger. For me to say the whole maybe you've been somewhere and you grown, realize you need to grow up, and maybe somebody, that whole aspect. So put it with fit, y'all. I know it's all over. Some of y'all could be Leos, Scorpios, Virgos, Tauruses, Sagittariuses. Yeah, but something about a home. You could be working on a new home. Some of y'all could be working from home. That's the transition. Y'all, like I said, y'all gonna buy you a place, and it's going to be, you're gonna work from home, and you're excited about that. Okay? So yeah. Let's clarify. What's this Sun card? Yeah. You're happy that you're moving. You're happy that you're winning. You're getting the success and the recognition. You're accomplishing things. You are definitely being divinely guided. Or you could have did like a guided meditation or some type of soul counsel, you know. But some of y'all are definitely being guided to move. Maybe this is a confirmation that, yeah, maybe when you see a feather, or you see a green door, or you see a giraffe or a womcat, or what's this one here? What's this? A groundhog, you'll know. Or maybe did you started preparing since groundhog season? Because over here, he tells you like it's going to be a little bit longer for winter or whatever the case may be. And that's what you were waiting for, the seasons to change. Or, and remember I said something about the time going back an hour, or maybe you're moving somewhere where it's, that it's a time difference. Because I know like Las Vegas, isn't it like 5 hours or something like that? Or even California is like 3 hours. So, maybe you're trying to adjust. Okay? And these kids are driving your ass crazy, or you know how it go. Put it where it fit. You still getting adjusted. Maybe you didn't want to move, but you had to move, Maybe you broke up with somebody. Maybe you and them are living together. You could have been in a whole marriage or just a long-term relationship, and you guys are parting ways. Or this is given like Kris Jenner and that man. What's his name? I don't know. He's a girl now. So, yeah, maybe somebody's coming home and telling you, I want to be with the same sex, or I'm leaving, or, But that's how them retrogrades go, honey. That's how those eclipses are. So something life-altering could have happened around that last eclipse. Yeah, star card. Yeah, when you got an offer. And this could even have been an offer, something you've been praying for, hoping for. This could have been some offer. This could even have been proof that something was, yeah, look, proof that something wasn't, Yeah. You could have gotten proof that some type of manifestation worked. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, put it where it fit. What's this Page of Cups? Yeah, you made a choice. Okay? You listened to your intuition. This could have been something that wasn't overnight, but you might have not wanted to move, but Spirit told you to take a leap of faith. Trust us. Let us guide and lead you. Look, oh, shit. They could have been telling you, how you've been keeping yourself stuck in some type of toxicity or way of thinking, some type of codependency. Maybe you had to heal something. And once you did that past life regression, honey, you was like, it's official, I'm leaving. What's this 8 of Pentacles? You could have put your 2 weeks in. You could have been juggling the idea, and then all of a sudden, boom, you just decided to do it out of nowhere. Or this is what you guys are going to be doing just like abruptly. What's this 8 of Pentacles? Yep, Death card. Death to the past. Yeah. After getting some type of insight, learning some type of spiritual lesson. Okay. Yeah, so some of y'all are not, or you transitioning in work. This could be like a promotion. Okay, you could have been saving your money. Yeah, this is definitely a move. You're letting go some type of burden. This could even be like a 9 to 5 child. Because like for me, I already know I'm not supposed to work for nobody. You cannot micromanage nothing that I got going on. I already knew I had to work for myself, and I knew that back in 2023. Okay? So some of y'all could have known for a while. Okay? And now it's like you at 29 you realize this, and then at 31 you made the transition. What's that, 3 years? Yeah. 2 years. So something about 23. 5. Yeah. Yeah. Some of y'all could have been left out or abandoned and had no choice with the 6 here. You had no choice. You had to make an executive decision to fucking end something. Okay? When it comes to a relationship, partnership, or home. And I'm telling you, what was it? Faith of a mustard seed? Yeah, that part. Okay? So, let's see. I feel like this is like a work reading. I mean, the 4 Wands is here, but I feel like there could be some type of relationship that's ending, whether that's platonic, whatever, or romantic, for you to go towards something that's more fulfilling, okay, more favorable at this time. What's this 4 Wands? Ooh, a lot. I'm not taking all of these, but look, yeah. Told you. You walking away to go towards some type of happiness. Okay. This could have even been like a download. There go to ending, some type of betrayal. Okay. And you're going towards wish fulfillment. Okay. You could have got some type of clarity. Or there was some type of breakthrough. Or maybe there was a blockage when it comes to your intuition. And you realize what that blockage is. You probably just had to take a leap of faith on yourself and bottle up all that fucking little bit of emotion and leave it right where it's at, so you can find your way down the rabbit hole, like I said, to your blessing. Okay? But I'm not going to take all them cards, child. I'm not going to do it. We're trying to hurry up and get up out of here. Yeah, we about to be gone. What's this star card, Spirit? No, what's this 4 of Wands? What's this 4 of Wands? Oh, damn, what was that card right there? Okay. All right. So what's the 4 of Wands? Oh. One fell over there. Yeah. You were stressed out about this. Yeah. You thought about this long and hard. You didn't want to do this, man. Yeah. But you could have got a message. You needed to make the move quickly. Yeah. This could even be like a twin flame. Maybe, because remember I said the runner chaser? Maybe you put that shit to rest. You're like, fuck it, I'm done. I don't want to participate no more. Yeah, I understand it could be the highest form of a transformation for self, but if this is what I got to go through, bitch, I'll transform myself. I don't need this shit. Okay, yeah, I don't need this. Some type of epiphany. And you might think like if it's meant to be, it will be, but if not, and maybe certain things, it's like everything started to get to you, whether it was work or your children or your home life. It just seemed like you just wanted to be free, This could have even been you could have even got fired. You probably didn't even leave. You could have got fired. You could have got put out of your home. You might have had to leave school if you were in school. Because the 4 Wands is all about celebration. Maybe you were building a home or some type of contract. It had to be halted. Maybe you had to move. It's like it was just too much. Maybe you have to move back to your childhood home with this giraffe here. Okay, and maybe you even got sick and you couldn't, with the whole 1199, maybe you got hurt at work and that halted everything that you had planned and you got depressed, So this 4 of Swords is like you were worried. You're worried. You hear go to alarm? You hear the fire? What I said. Confirmation. So yeah. Some type of emergency could have occurred. This could have even been somebody who went into labor prematurely, you know? If they do have twins. Something could have happened with your twin. You could have found out your twin. You might have been thinking your twin was coming back. Yeah. You might have been thinking that your twin was coming back, or you know, you were waiting, and you found out this motherfucker had twins and another one on the way, and just bought a new house with whoever, and they ain't coming back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because remember, you don't always have to be confirmation. There go the fire truck. You don't have to be in union. It's just for you guys to transform, mirror what needs to be healed, to either come into a higher commitment, come into some type of understanding, or to come back to release each other out of this karmic tie. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, maybe you didn't see it before, but now you're seeing how this connection was keeping you stuck, if this is what you are going through. Okay? Yeah, Five of Wands came in the reverse. So this is good. Okay, you're releasing the burden of the abandonment issue, or this could even been, you could have got a past life, you know, reading and found out this is why you have such abandonment issues, because this person you were with for lifetimes, they chose, in every lifetime they chose another path. They never chose you, and this was a lifetime that they were supposed to choose you, or this was the lifetime, or the lesson for you was for you to choose yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this shit get deep, son. It gets deep. But yeah, so, all right, what's this star card, and we out. Whoa, yeah, I cannot make this shit up. I cannot make it up. You could have even, and for me to say that whole thing about people feel like if you have a baby you have to be with the person. No, especially if they don't want to. And you could have left this person, realized that this person was moving on, had a family, and never had no true, and look, never had no type of, you know, yeah, feelings for you, or this was a karmic, or maybe you thought it was a twin and it wasn't, and now look, you're pregnant and alone. You know what I'm saying? Or you're just realizing you got to grow up. This is something you have to do on your own, and you could have been praying and praying, and then you found out that you was pregnant, and then a whole bunch of shit. Let's clarify what this tower is. The tower could just be you finding out that you're pregnant after you ended the damn connection or the relationship. Yeah, because somebody was moving sketchy, yo. Yeah, they were given to somebody else. What's this tower spirit with the Empress? But some of y'all could just be finding out that y'all pregnant, though. This is a wish that's coming true. Yeah, the Ten of Wands, Nine of Cups, and the Chariot. Yeah. You're going to have to move forward. Or after the struggle and all of that, you finally could woo-saw. Because the Sun card came out. Finally could woo-saw. This could just be you finally being happy because you're free. Financial freedom. You and that child, you know. So that could have been what started the tower. You having to leave somebody because they're immature. Finding out you're pregnant and just drowning in emotion. Keeping it a secret. Okay? And having to move forward and build a life for you and your child, or for yourself. Or realizing this is what you're going to have to do, or did. And now it's up, baby, and it's stuck. You are free. You're free to stay at home if you want to. You can go outside if you like. You're seeing the bigger picture with this, what was it, the giraffe energy? Seeing the bigger picture on why certain things occurred. Many moons, the struggle to come out to have the star card with the Empress. This could just be you stepping in your power, finally owning it. Okay? Look, finally owning it. Yeah. grounding. Didn't I say something about grounding yourself? Okay, grounding yourself, being emotionally balanced, being able to provide for yourself, but still being loving, nurturing, caring, and kind, trusting your own energy, trusting your intuition. Okay. Okay, what's this Tower? Whoa. Yeah. Learning that you have to cut somebody off. Yeah. Set boundaries. Maybe you have to cut somebody off to get this blessing. Okay. Maybe you just needed to invest more in your spirituality. Something about universal laws and codes and, you know what I'm saying? This could be your spirit team knowing that you are truly protected. The divine has your back. Always having fucking faith. Okay? And don't let anybody come in and, you know, interfere with that. Yeah. You're definitely going to be provided for. Okay? You could have multiple streams of income, like I said. Okay? But you put God first. God is in everything. You realizing the God within you. Christ consciousness. Okay? Queen of Pentacles. You could have realized a King of Swords was married to a Queen of Pentacles. Or this could be you just... I want to say married to your faith or something like that. Married to your faith. Or invested in elevation. Standing in your truth. Being disciplined. Okay, that was a Tower. Having the drive to continue to push forward. Trying to do the right thing. Stay on the up and up. Okay, always look at things from a higher perspective. Or just keep the faith. Keep positive. Do the right thing. Yeah. So you don't end up in shackles. All right, let's close out. Let's close out. Last card, I call back all my energy purified and cleansed. I call back all the collective's energy purified and cleansed. I'll call back everyone in my household's energy purified and cleansed. So spirit guides, ascended masters, all that watch over and protect us in these readings. I send you back to your resting space. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I see the accurate in this card. Okay. Let me cut it. Yeah, soulmate. So some of y'all could have a soulmate coming. Y'all could be realizing that y'all hella powerful. Y'all could create whatever y'all want. Y'all create your own life. And y'all were causing stagnation for your own self by dealing with whoever this was or whatever this energy, you know, is. Or realizing you don't have to deal with this no more. Okay. All right. Last card to close out, close out, close out. Ooh, that's too many, Spirit. But let's look at it. Water signs, again, clarity, cleansing, prosperity, air sign. Okay, and there we go. You could have been being tested if you're going to stand on some truth. Or stand in your truth, okay? Or, yeah, freedom again. If you were going to stand in your truth, okay? Or being able to speak up for yourself. Or, and then look, the pregnancy test. Isn't that a test right there? So, yeah. Maybe you're going to find out that you are pregnant and you have to speak to this water sign. Or maybe that's why you stressed out because, and this could even be somebody who was cheating, yo. And know that their marriage is over because they're pregnant by somebody else. This could be somebody finding out that somebody cheated and, I don't want to make it messy. I want to go. Okay? But yeah, let's get one card and we're done. Close out. 2 cards came out. The Sun card and the Action card. And the gifts. Divine gifts. Yeah, so divine is blessing you because you always persevered. You always moved forward. You always took action. You always took a chance. It says a thing done. Behaviors, initiating to happen. an act of will, method of performing accomplishments of a thing over a period of time. Yes, this could be school, work, constantly just trying to elevate or take a chance, having the faith, never swaying. Okay, you could have cried a lot, you could have purged a whole hell of a lot. You could have been up in your head, been very much so conflicted, even restricting yourself in a sense, just because you might have thought you weren't good enough. But ever since you did that thing, or you will, is you gonna be up. Okay, the sun card says love, healing, positivity, sunlight, pleasurable, brightness, happiness, high energy, passion, heat, feeling alive, energetic, abundance, and nourishment. Yeah. And some of y'all too could just have like seasonal depression. Because let me tell you, this is my favorite time of the year. When winter come around, I'll be mad, like I told y'all, because I have to put a whole bunch of stuff on to go outside, and I don't want that. I told y'all was doing rituals. Look, y'all could have been manifesting a whole lot, especially taking advantage of these moon cycles. Let's read the gift because it was on the bottom. It says, gifts from the divine beings, prayers answered, divine grace, good karma, God is on your side. Help is on its way. Spiritual abilities, favorable outcomes. And I told y'all, and didn't I tell y'all? And yeah, you took a chance on yourself. You rolled the dice. Yeah, and that's why you're being initiated. Yep. You're going to be getting a message. It's go time, baby. This could be a masculine, or you're inspiring your counterpart to do fucking better. I don't know if you going to be with him, but yeah, there go the limitations. Yeah, rites of passage. You could have been locked out because you didn't know who you were. Okay? And that's another thing. Now you're going with the flow. You're no longer feeling trapped. And remember I said something about outside forces. That's what I was getting to. Outside forces. So the divine, your angels, your ancestors, they're making sure you have harmony and peace in your life. You deserve it. It's time. You could have been doing offerings. Maybe you need to do offerings. So get to it. Yeah. Because you about to be seated at some tables, honey. You never could even imagine. And I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, this is your karmic justice after going through all this fucking drama with sneaky, deceptive people who are just trying to undermine you, underhand you, and everything fucking less. And you don't got no more time for it because you're moving on up. And I'm out. Make somebody heart smile too, as I'll talk to y'all later.